The afternoon in the Coachella Valley will bring us sunshine, highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. It's good to have you with us. We got a lot of things going on. We do have a lot of, let's put it this way. Something happened, and Jess, you were witness to it in a way, and I will say you were pretty close to witnessing it live. Evidently it happened. Is anybody hurt?
No, just my pride. So apparently this morning SpaceX decided to launch their Starship rocket. Really cool. It's so exciting. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm awake, so I'm gonna watch this live. So I'm 2.5 minutes. I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. So I'm in my little room here. There's no windows, so I had to pass gas a bit. So I'm not the type of person that walks around with my phone, although I should be. I really should. So I put my phone down. I step away just a minute. I come back and the rocket exploded. In the span
of all times to step away, Jess. Like, well, at least you did it for the right reason, right? You don't want anybody, you went to the restroom. I get it. You didn't let anybody. I get it. Like that's proper. Any person that would step into that room would be like, wow, Jess, thanks a lot. All for a rocket. So in a way, I mean, rocket kind of passes in a way like fuel, but so wait, so you say for a, why did you say for a Starship? What Starship are they like putting it with? What's the deal with this rocket? And obviously it blew up. I saw it on my Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, it was the first thing I saw, and I was like, okay. So what's the big deal about this rocket? Because they send rockets all the time, but rarely do they fall from the sky. But they blow up all the time,
Right? Yeah, I guess we should pay more attention to this. But it's supposed to serve as like a lunar lander and to ferry astronauts to and from a spacecraft. So it's supposed to be like a reusable type of thing and not just like some throwaway. We use it once and we get rid of it.
Okay, you're talking like I hate to say this, but like Star Trek Next Generation. When you say spacecraft, what are we talking? Are we talking about a shuttle? Where does it go? What are they fueling? You know what I mean? I got questions here. Like, what happened while I was asleep?
Right? I don't really know. I'm trying to look for the design of it, but it's called the Starship. I didn't call it that. It's called the SpaceX Starship. So I'm not the one who names these things.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that. I'm just saying it sounds kind of, if people didn't, okay, SpaceX Starship, I'm looking at it. The fact that they're calling it that and the fact that it's called a Starship, you're like, are we living in the time of Star Trek? I think people want to know this,
I wish we were almost there. I just wish we were there. This way we can fly around. I want to see the rings of Saturn. So that's my dream.
Yeah, I'm going to SpaceX.com. I'm like, the things that happen without us knowing. It says Starship Overview. SpaceX's Starship spacecraft is super heavy rocket, collectively referred to as Starship. But it's a rocket. Why are they calling it a Starship? Why would you be on a rocket that you call a Starship? I think they're labeling it wrong. Or I'm understanding it wrong. I don't know. Or they're not giving all the information. Maybe it is part of a Starship eventually. It says Starship will be the world's most powerful launch vehicle ever deployed. Launch vehicle. Well, not if it blows up. Right? Wait, so were people on this?
No. Thank God. No, it was an unmanned flight.
Oh, here it is. So it says this. Starship is the fully reusable spacecraft and second stage of the Starship system. Do you understand where we're at in time? It's like, when did everything go sci-fi all of a sudden? Like, we have starships now, right? Like at some point, even like, I mean, if you watch Picard or anything with like any of those guys, they'd be like, wait, we're already there? Even Nimoy would be like, that's illogical. Like, how did that happen so quick, So I don't know, Jess, but it says the vehicle offers a payload section is capable of carrying crew and cargo to Earth, orbit, the moon, Mars, and beyond. Starship's capable of point-to-point transport to Earth, enabling travel to anywhere in the world in 1 hour or less. Really? So I could take this to like the other side of. That's actually pretty quick. I don't know that I want to do it on that particular. Why did it blow up? Did they say? Because I know it's real. Like it's. Everyone's seen it now. Like probably on. I follow ABC7 by the way. It was on actually our other competitor, but whatever. The point is, I think it's weird that we're talking about it like Starship and spacecraft.
I think it's cool. We're trying to go back into space. Yeah, I still think the reason we stepped away from the moon was because of the moon people. That's just me.
Right, yeah, the other side of yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, look, here's the thing. It's and I said it. Musk is he. That's why he has so much money, man. Whatever he does, he's got money like forever, really, because they have to use his rocket. His rocket is the one that is able to land in one place, usually like at a spot in like somewhere around the ocean, and they land as though like vertical, right? Vertical's up and down right now, horizontal. Yeah, vertical. And so they're reusable. So they fuel them back up, kind of like your own, vehicle. Like the cars that kind of park themselves, right? You're like, okay, do. Now can you fuel it up? So it does that. But if it crashes, well, you have a problem. So, what you saw, the launch of it and then the explosion of it, of course it's going to be news, but it happens all the time. But then I didn't even know they were filling up like a starship is what they're saying. So I'm like, I think people would be like, yeah, here it is. Here's breaking news. SpaceX's giant rocket. Man, that's so sad you didn't get to see it live, all because you had, what did you have to do again, Jess?
Yes, I had
Save
to step away.
someone from
Yeah, I had to
ethanol?
save myself from methane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
methane. There you go. Poor cows. SpaceX's giant rocket fails minutes after rising from launch pad on its first test flight. Oh, it's a first test flight. Oh, then that's bad. That's bad. Okay, yeah, they're gonna say what, how much, but see, he's private, so he gets to do this, and they're gonna be like, why is this happening? Because they're so. People don't understand. Okay, look at Space Force. It sounds like a movie. It is, by the way. But, Trump actually kind of said, here's the logo. And people are like, that looks like Star Trek insignia. What are you guys doing? Who's the guy that got paid on that? It's pretty easy. You just took it from the Federation. Like, it's not that hard. We're almost replicating and I know people are like, you're making that up. I'm not making it up, man. Go look at Space Force. If you apply, Jess, you would be the first one to apply. I guarantee. I'm so glad you're married. But you 100% would say, okay, I want to be in space because you're a space guy. I guarantee it. He would figure it out, But it's a thing you can apply for Space Force. Did you know that, Jess?
I did not know that, but after watching movies like Interstellar and that one with Sandra Bullock, I'm gonna say nope.
Gravity? Yeah. Well, and so that's why Musk is always going to be rich, man. He's always going to have money because they're always going to need the rocket that can land and refuel. Rockets, they just like disperse but somebody figured it out. I don't know who it was or who he teamed up with, and they said, why do they have to do that when we can make them land vertical? And they did a lot of tests for that. That way they can keep fueling up because it costs a lot to make a rocket. All right, that's number one. Number two, fuel is, it's a thing. To get you out of our atmosphere, you obviously need a thrust system, but you need more thrust once you get there. So, that's my question. Do they have them ready to go and then you land with them, right? Kind of like in Gravity where she's like, I need to return to Earth. So she goes to the other, I forgot what it was, but she goes there and then she, gets it going and then it like, but then there's space debris. And that's a problem because then that comes at you and then it cuts like, everything that's not, or it damages the orbit of, because we have the International Space Station, they want to decommission that. I didn't even know it was a thing, not going to lie. I just saw it and I go, I didn't even know that was a thing. So now you got Space Force, which is more of the military branch of space. But if you have the military branch of space, then you go, okay, if China is advanced as they are, if then what happens when they go, well, you're not allowed to look down on us from space? They go, Well, we can't help it. We're, in the orbit. And with the technology that they have, I'll give you an example. Like take, I don't know, I'm getting boring with this. Can you help me out, Jess?
Yeah. No, I'm just interested to see how eventually I'm assuming that we're going to be getting like, instead of a trip to Vegas, we're going to get a trip to the moon or a trip to space or something like that. Not now, but maybe like 15 years from now. That's what I'm assuming.
Like, well, they already did that with Shatner and a bunch of others.
Yeah, but
So,
for like regular people. I'm not talking about for people with millions of dollars
oh,
to
right, right,
waste.
right. Like a PR stunt. Yeah, I get that. Well, they actually invited some people that were just regular people, but you and I just don't know those people, so that's the problem. See, I tell you, just wants to be in space, but I say don't until maybe like, because if they blow up like that, and somebody asked me, I said, would you go to space? I said, look, as a kid, I always wanted to be an astronaut, and then I wanted to be like, one of those ones like at SeaWorld, and then I wanted to be a lot of things. But when I go with, okay, if cars have a problem with the controls, I guarantee certain stuff when you call Starship or, it's going to malfunction. There's going to be problems. So I say give it a certain amount of time, and then when it's safe to do so, back to what you're saying, when it's kind of like, well, I mean, there are planes that are close to each other that fly like, have you seen that? Like they're so close to each other, you're like, when did you, like, remember when you used to be a proper distance away, but now you guys are like flying right by each other? Have you seen that?
I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, there's
That-
close calls left and right and center. There, certain. So, technology is not where they need it to be. And I think we're kind of, there's a show, it's a comedy about, like, I think it's called Space Force or something like that with Carell and a bunch of them. Or it's another one that they did. I forgot. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. It's a comedy. Like, no one, some would say, no, we're advanced. I go, no, you guys are like, you're just not getting with it in essence, because I talk to people and they don't even make sense. Like, I'm like, are you selling me or are you trying to get rid of me? And I just don't get it. So, like this, it says there are concerning indicators that UFO encounters could be U.S. adversaries, according to a Senate. That's what they're saying. So I say, okay, that's interesting. And in essence, what they're saying is it's basically China or Russia. So all those UFO things that they investigate, they're like, well, you see those balloons? That's China. Yeah, of course, we got that. But the ones that fly fast, now they're saying that's not us, that's other. But instead of saying the right thing, which would be, well, then why are you letting them into our airspace, which are in LA, Orange County, and, even the desert, especially the high desert like Victorville and surrounding? Why is that happening, and why are you allowing it, right? The Pentagon UFO chief says there is no evidence of extraterrestrial activity. But I say that's what they always do. First they release the information. I don't know who released it, right, and made it like a big thing publicly. But they always keep it, classified. And now they're like, it's not even a thing. But that's what they've always done ever since like the 30s, 40s, and 50s, right? Some would say the 50s, but I think there were cover-ups even before then. But anyway, that's a different show, different time. We got Jess over there. Jess, I know we got Applebee's coming up next. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your number one source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com, because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff in spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers Carside to Go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, serving the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. All you have to do is say KMET 1490 AM and go tell our friends over at Applebee's, especially in the Beaumont and Banning area. I cannot help you guys that watch online and or tune in from other areas. I'm sorry, but in Beaumont and Banning, we can help you out. We got Bill Norby. Bill, what's going on?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMET listeners. Yes, you can get a 10% discount every day, all the time, over at the Applebee's in Beaumont and Banning.
Yeah, don't come to the KMET station. We will not answer. Jess is like, I don't think so, right, Jess?
Yeah. Don't come here. Don't come here.
He's trying to save people in the room that he's in. He missed the rocket that exploded. Did you see it, Bill?
I did not. Was it something to see?
Yeah, but well, it's something that Jess missed, and now he's watching the. It's one of those moments you ever like step away because you don't want to like offend anyone.
Sure.
That was Jess's moment, right, Jess?
Yes. I stepped. It's like kind of like when you are watching like a car chase, and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Step away, and the car crashes, and you're just like, dang it. That was me.
Yeah. So basically, a rocket explodes all over the news. That's what you're missing. Bill's like, dude, I do food. Okay, I'm not ready for this. Anyway, what's going on over there, Bill?
Well, we're right in the middle of our Get 5 boneless wings for $1 with any handcrafted burger promotion. And so you can take any one of our hamburgers, and you can get 5 boneless wings with any flavor of sauce for $1. And don't forget your discount. So it's like getting it for 90 cents. So pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a good deal. We're looking at the menu right now. I know there are some things, kind of a old menu, but if you go to Applebee's.com, you can find all the information there. You can order, you can get it to go, you can actually like be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to go and meet someone, or you can even go yourself. You know, I recently went to an area of, you know, technically San Bernardino, and I was like, you know, what is there around here? And I'm not going to lie, I should have gone out there, but I was going to the movie theater because they had Superman yesterday. And so I was like, okay, so I went ahead and saw that because they didn't have a capacity like I thought. It was in San Bernardino. But San Bernardino has a lot of stuff that LA kind of does not. And I was like, okay, but I wanted to eat. And I thought, okay, where do I go? And honestly, they had like someone else there in that area. But if I go to Beaumont and Banning, which city are you actually in? We always say Beaumont and Banning, but I know one of the cities get kind of mad about that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always say Beaumont, where Beaumont and Banning comes together, because technically we are in the city of Beaumont, but just over the line, if you cross Highland Springs, you jump into Banning. So 6th Street is in Beaumont, but 6th Street turns into Ramsey in Banning.
There you go. So that's kind of important for you guys to know. There are a lot of good specials. I will say this. I almost went into a place because I'm like, you know what? I need a beer. Or I just need something to chill. And then there's always like, specials that you guys have, which I'm not going to lie. Again, I always throw it out there. Do you still have the specials, especially the one that looks delicious?
Yeah, the $6 Cerveza and Sips. Perhaps you're talking about that. That's $6 Modelo on draft, or $6 Tipsy Shark. That's made with 1800 Reposado tequila, or the $6 Patron Tequila Patron. Of course, Patron tequila and Bacardi rum. We call it the Strawberry Daiquirita.
Yeah, again, great specials. Drink responsibly. That's what I always say. But I'm telling you, man, you go for I just say don't get because there are cops everywhere. So that was the only thing I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. But if you have enough protein with it and you don't go overboard, just do one or half of one. Share it with someone. Say, hey, I want to meet you. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know anybody in the area. I should have posted, hey, who's in the area? But sometimes I think that's a little people go kind of are you desperate? So anyway, Bill, here's the question I have for you. I know, let's see, today is Thursday. We got the weekend coming up. What is going on this week that people can look forward to? Or maybe they're by themselves and they want to go watch, maybe sports.
Yeah, well, we got the NBA playoffs all weekend long. It's been going on. And, of course, the NHL Stanley Cup. We can get that on the TV, too. That we don't get a whole lot of requests for that, but we will if you can request it, and we'll find you a TV. We have 13 of them. And, of course, got the NBA players. And then the Major League Baseball is heating up. The season has just started a few weeks ago, and the Angels are doing okay. Not great, but they're doing okay. They're right in the thick of things. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah, and here's a question, because I know I always ask you at the beginning of a season, who do you think? But I don't know if right now it's a thing. I don't know if you're like, hey, I know who will go to the World Series eventually based on the way they're playing. But I would say the Angels are not there with World Series. But do the Dodgers have a chance this year? What do you think, Bill?
Well, I think they do have a chance. Right now the Dodgers are doing about as well as the Angels, or a little over 500. But, it's really early right now. And I expect to see both those teams in the playoffs. I don't know about the World Series for the Angels, as you mentioned, but I think with the added wild card, there's an extra wild card. A couple of years ago they did that. And I think the Angels are going to get into the playoffs, and we're going to get Mike Trout into a playoff game.
Okay, all right. Any other, states that you go, okay, I think they might have a chance as well?
Well, of course, the Yankees are always good, and the Astros are always good. Darn them, and and the Padres down south. I wouldn't mind seeing them have a good year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would like to go to a game. I've never gone to a game in San Diego, and I have friends there in San Diego. They have fun. Comic is there, other things are there. I'm like, dude, I just want to. Sometimes I want to, sometimes I'm like, dude, if I had to move somewhere, would I go to San Diego? But I know some people are like, it's too expensive. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stay where I'm at. But if you need a special and you want to have fun, just go to Applebee's. They always keep it affordable. They have some great specials, especially for a duo. What are those specials right now?
Yeah, so if you're on a date night, don't forget our 2-for menu. It starts at 2 for $25, and you can get an appetizer and 2 entrees, 2 full-size entrees for anywhere from $25 to $35, depending on the entrees that you get. You can mix and match and end up at 2 for $30 or 2 for $27.50. Anywhere from $25 to $35. It fills up 2 people, and it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, exactly. So do that. You'll be fine. That's Applebee's. They always got it. There's some great specials when it comes to steak, burger, and fish, by the way. Oh, what are your fish specials right now?
Well, right now, with Easter being over, so we aren't selling as much fish, but we always have our blackened Cajun salmon and our double crunch shrimp and our hand-battered fish and chips.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. I know, Jess, do you have any questions before we let Bill go?
Currently, no. I'm just incredibly hungry, and I really wish you guys were open right now.
We will be open in 2.5 hours.
And
right.
I can't wait.
All right, so there you go. All right, Bill, we got to let you go, but I'm going to say thank you for staying with us. Thank you for being with us, and hopefully Dodgers win, Angels get your act together. If you surprise us, even better. That's what we hope for, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and go see your friends at Applebee's. All right, Bill, thank you for spending time with us here on the morning show.
All right, we'll see you down at Applebee's.
All right, it is right there off the 10 freeway. Beaumont is where it's at. Banning is where it comes together. I love the way he says it because they're technically in one city, but the other city is like, dude, we're not in that city. I go, dude, just cross over. It's an invisible line. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We got more right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Tired of waiting in line for overpriced coffees and packaged rolls? Make a change and stop for coffee or espresso and a fresh homemade apple fritter or ham and cheese croissant at Donut Delight on Highland Springs Road in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight is a family-owned business with a friendly staff who has served the past area for 22 years. Donut Delight on the corner of Highland Springs Road and Ramsey Street, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight opens daily at 4:30 a.m.
Summer's almost here, and you know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems is the one for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing, envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. I will say there's a lot of stuff to go have at Applebee's. You can have it right now. Just go visit, mention KMET, and you get a special. They already have specials, but if you mention KMET, it helps us. And then, I don't know, Jess, do you ever go and you say KMET or do you forget? Because we kind of need the, like, if they say, did anyone say it? And then they can say, no, we haven't had anyone. Then I go, dude, you got to say KMET.
Okay, I'll be honest. I went there a few times and I forget. It's only because of two things. One, I'm already fat and full, and I'm just like, I gotta get out of here before I go to sleep. And yeah, I just forget mainly.
Yeah, you gotta say it, man. Especially when Bill's not there. That way they go, oh, someone asked, because like, and I guarantee there were people that like they listen, they go, and they forget to mention. They go, oh, it's only 10%, big deal. I go, no, man, mention it. So anyway, mention it. That's all good. I'm probably gonna have to go because I think they're going like, dude, no one comes in and mentions KBT, but do they listen to us? That's just the way it is. Yeah, that's I will say this. One time, somebody said, how do we track the result? And I say, well, there's a way, but you guys, people forget. I say mention this or that. I say, look, if there's a coupon code, put in our information, but when they go to it, they forget what the code is because they hear it and you say mention this, like mention Jesse Sanchez, but people forget. You have to ask them, did you hear about us through, and then they go, oh, the radio, yeah. Okay, but no one asks that. Okay, so people go, no, it doesn't work. I go, it does work because I meet people all the time that say, oh, I was listening to the show. And then I say, hey, did you go to Applebee's? They go, yeah. And I go, you see, people just don't understand. There's really no way to track. The only way to track is kind of like when we do giveaways. It's been a while since we've done giveaways. We used to do giveaways with Disney, all right? And when we did Disney, people would enter and people would win. And then people were like, hello, are you giving them away? And I go, no, it doesn't work that way. But anyway, the point is, people listen when we give things away. So when you do a giveaway, then, they definitely turn that in. But you got to give them kind of like something to kind of show you, oh, they do listen. So I don't know if we need to do that. But because I know some people are like, oh, no one's coming. I go, dude, they just don't mention it. They forget, like sometimes I'll give you an example. I went to, okay, I had a tire situation once, right? I went to America's Tires. I said, hey, do you guys advertise? They go, yeah, we do. And I thought, wait a minute, what turned me on to America's Tires to begin with? It was probably a advertisement. You know what I mean? But I don't mention the advertisement, even though the advertisement says, hey, mention us and you get so much off. I don't do that. It's called branding. So it's kind of one of those things I know, So anyway, that's the thing. I'm going to stick to it. So there you go. Anyway, we got some things going on. What's going on in the world?
Let's see. Have you ever seen the movie Fight Club with Brad Pitt?
Yes, I saw a little, not a lot.
Do you remember what the first rule of Fight Club is?
Don't tell anyone.
Exactly. So this story is actually pretty hilarious. I don't know what I would do if this actually happened to me. So a 24-year-old substitute teacher, I'm not going to say what state. I'll let you figure it out. She was actually arrested after she was caught on camera encouraging her students to fight inside her classroom.
How old are they?
They are 13 and 14.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, wait, so she encouraged them to fight, but said, please don't tell anyone?
No, I just use that as a reference. But usually if you're going to fight, you don't need to snitch on the teacher. But apparently she was having instigating fights in her classroom and kind of letting them fight within the classroom.
So she's like, go at it. I don't care. But someone's going to ask when somebody has a black eye, how'd you get that? Well, there's a teacher that allows it and we have a club. It's called Fight Club. Is that where you're going with, Jess?
Yes. That would be, that's what I would have gone to. Yep.
Well, if she would have she needs to sign up for sports and then be like, we're doing boxing. How about that? Because that is technically allowed. You go, okay, that makes sense, right? Or like football, you expect those bruises wait, so what happened to her, Jess?
Well, she's arrested, obviously, but no, they have video footage of her and then all the others, and it's stupid. This is the day and age where you don't want to do stuff like this because one, everybody has a camera, everyone's gonna post it to social media, and you're gonna get caught.
Yeah, you're supposed to stop them. Although I know some people that don't stop them, they let it go and then they break it up. But that's usually the principal. The principal could get away with that. A teacher cannot, especially in a class. It gets out. So there you go. Anyway, that's the story, and there you go. Okay, I will say this. There's some headlines here. Oh, did you know you could apply to Facebook and they will pay you?
Depends. What do they want me to do?
Well, it's technically okay. So you have to apply. Here's where you apply: FacebookUserPrivacySettlement.com. You go there. You and it's actually real. Go look it up before you go there because you go, that looks fake. It says Facebook users can apply for their share. I don't know how much you get. That's number one. I don't know if it's pennies. I don't know if it's dollars. I don't even know if it's because I applied for a LinkedIn thing and I never got it, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, it says Meta is giving out payments, but the amount is a lot, Jess. $725 million. Okay, how much of that you're going to get? I don't know. It's technically because of Cambridge Analytica, which was the firm used by the Trump administration, but it was actually used even before that by the Obama administration. So it's not just Trump on this one, just so you know. There's a lot of information. It's very interesting how they do it. That's why a lot of stuff came out about privacy and what do you allow. That's why cookies is always a thing where it says accept all cookies, and it gives you that disclaimer, because they were using information gathered by everywhere and then creating a profile on you, and then they would know how to market to you. So the Trump administration, along with the Obama administration, would know who to target with their campaign. So if you were targeted on Facebook, it was Cambridge Analytica, which actually, all that information used to be kind of like there for anyone. It's called a marketing analysis of you and or your friends. Okay, usually it's private-ish, but it's like if you market on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about, because it says, okay, people that are interested in, let's say, KMET 1490 AM. Okay, you would market, if you were a competitor of ours, anybody who's interested in our page, which happens to be on Facebook, go check it out. Then you could comment all the time. But the point is, you are making up it just knows who you are. So in a way, Cambridge kind of acted like the marketing company, but they also acted like, hey, this is the data that we got from Facebook and others, so we know these are the ones that you want to put your money on, and they will probably vote for you. These are the people that you spend your time on. That's actually what marketers do all the time. That's what advertisers do all the time. Okay, that's what you need to know. Anyway, somebody said, I'm going to sue them, and well, they won. So in order to get the money, you have to apply. You can mail in a form. It has to be done by August 25th, okay? But you could do it. You can apply online, or you can mail it in. It requires you to put your name, your address, your information, your birthday, your Facebook handle, and payment information. I haven't clicked on it, so I don't know. Let's see. After, yeah. So there you go. I say they need to go next level because Obama did it too. So Obama was one of the first to go with social media, and I said at the time, I said, "Oh, that's smart." I just didn't know how they were using the information about each and every person. But like I say, it's kind of right there. They have the information about you. That's why they know what you click. They know like what you want to like. That's why certain things come back up on your, even on Google, when you search for things, you see ads. Like if you went to like Staples anytime soon to go see what they have, you'll see an ad that comes up again on websites that you visit because it's a tracker. Right? The internet has always had this. It's called marketing. So people pay, like Staples pays, they have a marketing team that's digital, and they pay for so many clicks if you click on that ad. And they don't care about if you don't click on the ad. They just care about you clicking on the ad. So those are some of those, and they pay top dollar for that. Anywhere from like, it used to be 30 to 40 cents. I don't know if it's less or more. It just depends on popularity usually. But that's what Facebook is. It's a marketing tool. Now, should it be a marketing tool? Well, it's always been a marketing tool. That's how they make their money. That's how you get it for free, right? But I say be careful of that. Don't put your money there because you don't have support. You can't call them and say, hey, by the way, I was hacked. Or, it got into my account and now I'm sending out you know what I mean? Like, I have PayPal, for example. I just requested a card from them, but I use PayPal for like if I want to make a payment with certain ones that accept it. Oh, I have another one, Cash App, right? Somebody paid me through Cash App. They go, do you? And I go, I don't have that. They said, well, just download Cash App. I'll send it to you. And then I was able to request a card from that. And then I was able to use it at Benihana. I took somebody, which we were doing a marketing thing. Guys, go get solar. And if you need a hookup, solar's where it's at. But it was a meeting. And I said, don't worry, it's on me. But it was technically on that Cash App card, which actually looks like a MasterCard. And it's black. It looks really like, whoa, so it's very impressive. It doesn't look like, the big PayPal logo. But the point is, people are keeping their money digitally and they're paying each other through their phone, through Venmo and other. And that's why I say, in essence, we live in a digital age. They tie it to crypto, but you don't have to use crypto. And I say don't yet, because people lost a lot of money there. They're not going to be able to recoup the money. They have it in the, whatever that's called. But so many people have been locked up. So many people have, Yeah. Are there any billionaires that have like disappeared all of a sudden, Jess?
Probably. I don't know. I know the creator of Cash App actually passed away sometime last week.
Someone stabbed him. He didn't pass away.
I know. I didn't want to say that. I'm trying to be
you need to say that. He didn't just pass away. He's young. All right. He's young. I know there are women like, he's what? Someone stabbed him. He got murdered. There's a difference between passed away and murdered, Jess.
Yes, I know. Yeah, unfortunately, he did pass away. I just said it again.
Like he just died in his sleep. He did not pass away, man. He got murdered. He got killed. He got bye-bye, So, yeah. I don't know what that's about. I don't. I remember. It was, and Jess, you got to be careful of this. If there's ever a disgruntled person at work, you tell Bill or Mitch, okay? They're our general manager and our super manager, okay? That's what I say. But the point is this. Did you know that that's who actually stabbed him at the end? It was a worker that he used to work with.
I was not aware of that. I didn't look fully into it, but that's not surprising. When you're on the top, you make a lot of enemies and you make a lot of people that don't like you.
When you're the owner of the company and somebody stabs you and kills you so you pass away, Jess?
Like I said, when you're on top, you got to crush some heads. But I don't know what he did to him, so I can't really say.
All right. Well, I don't know what he did, but it doesn't deserve murder. That's number one. Number two, I mean, maybe if he slept with his woman, I get that. Like, so that sometimes happens. But I don't think that happened, right, Jess?
I don't think that happened. But honestly, you never know these days. Honestly, you never know.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyway, I'm not going to the top. Sheesh. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We got more right after this. Stay tuned. Yikes.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Do you owe $1,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control and in many cases get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hammett, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Let's see. I'm looking at the news, Jess, and I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of things going on, but there are things to kind of look forward to. I guess some people are like, checking out Sheen. Sheen's doing something for TV. That's kind of cool. Haven't heard anything about TV in a while. I'm like, all right, that'll be interesting. It's changing up reality TV, so that'll be interesting. Anything Sheen does is usually kind of interesting, so... yeah, and then there is a lot of military in the news, and then there's the eclipse. The eclipse is going to be seen in Australia. They call it a hybrid solar eclipse. Do you know why, Jess?
I do not know why. I heard about it, but when I found out that it was pretty much just Australia, I just moved on.
Like, forget it. We don't want to know. How dare you, Australia? How dare you? Yeah, so it's and remember when we had a bunch of eclipses all like at the same time? Do you remember that? It used to be like not a thing, then it was a thing, and then they had like the lunar, and then I'm like, well, what's going on? Anyway, it says the first eclipse of 2023 is upon us on April 19th and April 20th, which is today, depending on what part of the world you're in. A solar eclipse will occur. So I don't know if it already happened. It says solar eclipses happen when the sun, moon, and earth line up, according to NASA. There are different types of solar eclipses. This one will be a rare hybrid solar eclipse, meaning its appearance shifts between annular, which is a sliver of sun, is still visible around the circumference of the moon, and total, the moon completely blocks the sun. So it's a partial? Just say it's a partial. I mean, I get it. It's good marketing, but just call it a partial. The last hybrid solar eclipse took place in 2013, and the next won't happen again until 2031. It's a partial. It's not I don't know what the hybrid is. It's like, you almost think like maybe like another planet is in the middle of, let's make it a hybrid. Anyway, it says, let's see. The eclipse took place yesterday at 9:12 Pacific time. Okay, at night. And then up to, you still have time today, 12:12 a.m. So if it looks a little off, that's why. But you really can see it from Australia, which is the southern hemisphere of the Earth. So that's kind of where the moon is-ish, if that makes sense. So it says it'll be only visible from the South Pacific, especially 3 counties: Australia, East Timor, and Indonesia. Rising over the Pacific Ocean, the eclipse attracts people in the region of Australia, which is a coastal town of 2,700. It's bracing for 50,000 visitors. If you're not in those regions, of course, you're not out of, it says it will be streamed in real time on a variety of YouTube channels. Okay, so go look at that. You could go watch it as it's happening. It says time and date has it, Gravity Discovery Center and Observatory in Australia. I would go to that one. The Gravity Discovery Center and Observatory. I would stream it, but it kind of slows down the computer, so I'm not going to do that. So there you go. But yeah, it's a partial, so I don't know. It looks cool though. I mean, we're going to see a lot of pictures on it, so I'm going to say you might as well see it as it's happening, and then you won't miss it, Jess, because it goes slow.
I'll just wait till pictures are after, or I'll wait till video's over.
It's not. He just is acting like it's my fault. It's not my fault. He's just upset with himself because he had to use the loo. All right. Anyway, there you go. That's the story. We're sticking to it. Just what's going on in like anywhere.
Well, I'm excited. A new movie's coming out this week, although I don't think you'd be too excited for it.
It's a horror, isn't it?
It is. It's called Evil Dead.
I'm excited.
Are you?
You know which one I want to see?
Which one?
It's probably one that you don't see coming. It's The Pope's Exorcist. Have you seen that?
I have not seen it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, I almost saw it yesterday. I'm not going to lie. Now, I will say, now that Applebee's isn't with us, because he would be upset about the area that I was in. I was in Chino Hills, okay? That's in our listening area, okay? Chino Hills is where I was at. okay? Because the movie theater that I said, I'm so sorry for those that may have gone. Pasadena didn't have it. I got the, like, it happened on Tuesday, but it happened on Wednesday. Anyway, I went to go see Superman, okay, with Christopher Reeve. There were people there. I was like, I thought I was going to be the only one, not going to lie. Anyway, I went to Chino Hills, the Hawkins Theater, okay? Love it, by the way. A, clean, and B, affordable, and C, they make sense, man. Go there, not to AMC and or other, because it's affordable. I will say this. You know how many times I go to AMC, Jess, and I say, how much is your pretzel? You know how much they say it is, Jess?
$8.50.
13 something. $13 and something cents, which comes out with tax 14, right? Do you get that? What kind of pretzel is $14, Jess?
I have no idea unless it's salted with the tears of my enemies. I have no idea.
They call it Bavarian pretzel. I go, what kind of person is going to pay for a Bavarian pretzel? One time I said, do you have any? They said no. I go, of course you don't know what's selling any. Like $13, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, at Hawkins, they have it at the affordable rate that you just mentioned at around $7. That's affordable. It's more than technically like Wetzel's Pretzels, obviously, or Annie's. But the point is, you guys at AMC, you're dumb, okay? Do the Hawkins way. Like, people will spend money there. But they're not. That's why they're actually taking stuff in to AMC and they're putting it in a bag or a purse. Or sometimes they're not even covert about it. They just put it in the pocket, you know? Anyway, that's the story. I was sticking to it. Oh, and by the way, you know how much it was yesterday? $5, Jess.
Not bad, not bad. That's a great price. And if I smell like tacos or hamburgers as I'm walking into the theater, just mind your business.
Got it. Okay. I will. I'll mind my business, not yours. Okay. Speaking of business, Jess, I know we got to go. For those listening, big shout out to you guys. We got Stephanie Reed. Stephanie, we love you. You're always regular with us. Thank you. She says, hello, happy editing for this glorious sunshine. Awesome, busy day ahead for today. She's talking about the Disney movie Xenon, which I think is something that we talked about earlier. Danielle Cohen is tuning in. Thank you. So there's a lot of things going on. Here's what I say. Just remember, Pentagon always says at some point, that's what government does. It's not UFO alien, but they're covering up over it. That's what you got to stick to. That's what they're doing. There you go. There's the answer. Anyway, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember life is worth living. Live it well. Bye, everyone.